ensure that American workers and manufacturers can compete fairly on the global playing field.
Raimondo is expected to easily win a confirmation vote, but it is unclear when that might occur, as national security nominations often take precedent. Allison Keyes, CBS News, Washington.
One social media giant is creating its own kind of police force. ABC's Chuck Sievertson reports.
Twitter is enlisting
an outspoken supporter of former President Trump. CBS's Steve Kathan with this story.
Twitter has permanently banned MyPillow CEO Mike Lindell's account. He has continually backed the baseless claim that Donald Trump won the 2020 election. He even met with Mr. Trump days before he left the White House.
So while you're there, tell your smart speaker to play WBZ News Radio on iHeartRadio.
Mike Chappell here, serial entrepreneur with words from another happy payroll customer.
Gives you steady cash flow backed by $1.2 billion of new construction.
Rubbermaid. Shop Lowe'sForPros.com and choose delivery or pickup in store. Lowe's, the new home for pros, U.S. only. Kevin Brennan, WBZ's Traffic on the Free.
Here's meteorologist Dean DeVore with more.
It is going to be
Amherst all the way up to the border with Vermont. This is a big system that is also over Hartford, Connecticut right now. So we're seeing a wide spread of snow. We'll be following the weather again the next 24 hours.
Call my office now. I guarantee if we take you as a client, we will cancel your timeshare or you'll pay nothing.
Call now for your free information kit. 800-969-1199. 800-969-1199. 800-969-1199.
Money for rent? I always make sure I have it. But a little extra for a rainy day fund always felt out of reach, until I switched to DCU and opened their free checking account. Now, I'm able to get my direct deposit up to 2 days sooner. And I even get reimbursed for those expensive ATM fees. All those savings add up to more than just money. My checking account from DCU means more sure things. What will DCU mean to you? Insured by NCUA. Membership required. Visit DCU.org.
WBZ Boston.
In Boston, ahead of some snow. More on that coming up in just about 3 minutes. Right now at 1 o'clock. Good afternoon. I'm Lori Kirby, and here's what's happening on Capitol Hill. The Senate gears up for former President Donald Trump's second impeachment trial. It comes after the article of impeachment was delivered to the body last night from the House. The charge accuses Mr. Trump of inciting the mob that stormed the U.S. Capitol January 6th.
That the proposal might need to be scaled down in order to pass.
Virus cases in the U.S. are gradually dropping, but long wait lists and a lack of supply for COVID vaccines are bogging down the shot's rollout, and states' governors have been clamoring for additional supplies. COVID-19 vaccines are becoming increasingly harder to get for many Americans who are eligible. States, again, say they just don't have enough to inoculate even the first priority groups, forcing them to cancel appointments. Boston Children's epidemiologist Dr. John Brownstein on ABC saying more coordination needs to happen between the feds and states.
There is excess supply, but it's in some of the wrong places. Some of the hospitals and nursing homes.
It's worth a lot more than it was a year ago. Zillow reports that housing values in 2020 jumped the most in 15 years. On Wall Street, uncertainty over stimulus is keeping investors on
edge. Jenny from Newton, who has lost 50 pounds and counting thanks to a Awaken 180 weight loss.
The combination. 1:13, Kevin's back with the very latest Subaru retailers up New England all-wheel drive traffic on the 3s.
All right, Lori, seeing some trouble here south of town, getting reports of a crash Route 3 northbound after Route 18, heading out of that Weymouth stretch and into Braintree. Police are on their way to go check this scene out right now, and it looks like you got some slowdowns northbound already and southbound curiosity delays here on Route 3 coming out of Braintree. Expressway's a nice ride.
Secretary of State. More on the confirmation hearings coming up in a moment. Also, Massachusetts gearing up to enter the second phase of its vaccine rollout on Monday. It includes older residents and those with high-risk conditions. The Boston Marathon announcing moments ago that if road races can take place as part of the Massachusetts reopening plan, the 125th Boston Marathon will be held on Monday, October 11th. Again, if road races can take place in the state, the 125th Boston Marathon will be held in October, Monday the 11th. Widespread internet outages hitting the Northeast. A 5 subscriber apparently cut over at Verizon. And the Massachusetts AARP is calling on Governor Baker to create a toll-free hotline for people to use when getting a COVID vaccine shot. Let's go back to Washington on Capitol Hill. Both Democrats and Republicans are doing a balancing act as the Senate prepares to try former President Donald Trump. With the very latest, here's the AP's Sagar Magani.
Some GOP donors are distancing themselves from the former president, but his legion of
voting machine company Giuliani says that Dominion rigged the presidential election in 2020. The company says the former personal attorney for President Trump combat unfair trade practices from China and other nations that undercut American manufacturing. President Biden.
London. Staying informed is easy with WBZ. Boston's hardest working newsroom earns your trust every day by getting to the truth of every story we cover, reporting the news that matters to you, always up to date, always accurate, so that when you spread the news, you spread the truth. You're only as smart as your sources. Count on WBZ, Boston's news radio.
With 4 seasons of crazy weather here in New England, Midway Oil and Propane will help you prepare.
An offer to buy or sell any security is only made by our private placement memorandum. Past performance.
Curiosity delays are also building. You're solid right back to Union Street.
Our investments on a monthly basis and annual basis to supplement your retirement income. And by having that, then you can come up with an accumulation goal. Hey, I need to accumulate this much money by the time I retire because that much money at a certain withdrawal rate, say 4% per year, will produce the income I need through retirement. And you can't forget about inflation.